In 16th century Scotland, where the land is rugged and survival is a daily battle, one man, unable to endure the harsh realities of life, chooses a path of darkness. This choice would give rise to a chilling legend, one that would haunt the Scottish Highlands for centuries to come. This is the story of Alexander Sawney Bean, a man whose name would become synonymous with terror, and whose legacy would be remembered in whispers and warnings. But how much of his story is rooted in truth, and how much is merely myth? Join us as we uncover the dark legend of Sawney Bean. To understand the legend of Sawney Bean, we must first set the stage. It was the 16th century, a time of great turmoil and hardship in Scotland. The country was marked by political strife, poverty, and isolation, particularly in the rural areas. This harsh environment would give rise to tales of monsters and outlaws, living on the fringes of society. Alexander Sawney Bean is said to have been born into this world. Accounts vary, but many describe him as a man dissatisfied with honest labor, turning instead to a life of crime. Together with his wife, Black Agnes Douglas, Sawney fled into the wilds of Ayrshire, finding refuge in a coastal cave. The legend tells us that Sawney Bean and Black Agnes raised a family of incestuous offspring, creating a clan of 48. Over 25 years, they ambushed and murdered travelers along the desolate roads, dragging their bodies back to the cave to be dismembered and consumed. Their gruesome activities remained hidden for decades, with local authorities baffled by the sudden disappearances. It is said that they pickled the remains of their victims to sustain them through the harsh winters, and the cave was littered with the bones of their prey. Their reign of terror came to an end when a potential victim escaped and alerted the authorities. King James VI of Scotland, appalled by the reports, led a manhunt with a force of 400 men and bloodhounds. The Bean clan was captured in their cave, surrounded by the evidence of their monstrous crimes. Without trial, Sawney Bean and his clan were taken to Edinburgh, where they met a gruesome end. The men were mutilated and left to bleed to death, while the women and children were burned alive. But how much of this tale is true? Historians have long debated the authenticity of the Sawney Bean legend. No contemporary records mention the Bean clan, and the story first appeared in print centuries later, raising suspicions about its veracity. The lack of contemporary evidence suggests that the story of Sawney Bean may be more myth than fact. It's possible that it was exaggerated or even fabricated to serve as anti-Scottish propaganda during times of political tension. However, the tale does reflect genuine fears of the period, fear of outlaws, isolation, and the unknown. Whether or not Sawney Bean existed, his story resonated deeply with people of that time and beyond. Regardless of its truth, the legend of Sawney Bean has left a lasting impact on culture and media. It has inspired books, films, and even video games, becoming a symbol of ultimate horror and depravity. The tale also contributes to the eerie allure of the Ayrshire coast, drawing tourists intrigued by the macabre history. It serves as a reminder of how legends can shape our understanding of history and human nature. Whether Sawney Bean was a real figure or a mythical monster, his story continues to captivate and horrify. It stands as a testament to the power of folklore and the darker aspects of our collective imagination. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the legend of Sawney Bean. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries of our past.